beautiful people. How are we all doing? Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, 2025, baby. What is 2025 going to have in store for us this afternoon? But before we decide that, let's just say hello to all our beautiful pack members. Good afternoon, Carol, Barbara, Betty, Mary, Mom. Good afternoon, everybody. There seems to be... Oh, wait. The chat is updating. I was just listening out for game. I wasn't stalling, wasn't distracted, I promise. But it's really good to be out here with all of you folks again. Sure, it has changed dramatically. Look at all these string of stars just everywhere. They are everywhere. Now, bear in mind, folks, these are perennial plants, so it changes from season to season in terms of their scarcity, but they are everywhere. Like basil can go up, down, left, right, and they are everywhere. But they are beautiful, beautiful nonetheless. It's so good to be back with you all, and I'm really looking forward to the next 2 weeks, because apparently it's just going to be us for the next 2 weeks. So I'm very excited for that again. Another round of 2-week Andrew. What is that in the road there, Basil? Is that just Impala? Ooh, a lonely Impala lamb. What are you doing all alone, madam? Are you lost? How beautiful is that light? Now, normally when an Impala is on its own, folks, tends to mean it's been chased off by predators and separated from the herd. So usually wild dogs normally do this. So this is normally, if there were big packs of wild dog here, this would be a good indicator that there might be wild dogs nearby. But at the moment, it seems to be rather quiet, and it just seems to be a lonely Impala lamb. I wish you long life and prosperity through 2025, madam. It's a new year, a new dawn, a new life. And sure, it's really, really, really good to be back out on the Rietspruit once again with all of you folks. I kind of don't remember how to do my job in a sense. It's gonna take some getting used to. I feel like I haven't driven a game drive in years, but it's been 16 days exactly. I hope you guys all loved those pre-records we did. And if you haven't gotten that keyword from the pre-records, please let me know and I'll send it to you first thing tomorrow. But new year, new goals for Painted Dog TV, new goals for Andrew, I'm sure new goals for Basil, who is currently on camera, and we've got the wonderful wizard of tech, Matthew Gee, back on FC for the meantime, whilst everyone else is still out doing their holiday things. I don't know where everyone is, but I hope the rest of the Painted Dog team is having an absolute blast. Well deserved. I know Victoria was on private safari over December, so I hope she got to see all her leopard. I also saw Gareth picked out, well, didn't pick out, the 2-3 female came out and made an appearance for him and his brother. So that's really awesome. Now, unfortunately, well, it's not bad news at all, but I just got a bit of a heads up that currently the 2-3 female is on BCC at the moment. So it might make seeing her a bit more tough. But nonetheless, you know me, we're always out in search of leopard. It just goes without saying. We're looking for everything, but we're always looking for leopard. We're always looking for a lot of things, always leopard. Leopard hands down. So first stop of the Kudu, and it's just mind-blowing.
Rhino, 3 white rhino, in northern end of first camp exit.
Aha! Copy that, I'll make my way there. I'll be there in 8 minutes. Ooh, someone's already found some rhinos, and I have a suspicion it might be bull number 3 and Lula and Kalula. So that would be an awesome start to go say hello to those 3 wonderful characters of Rietspruit. But how was everyone's New Year? How was everyone's Christmas? Did everyone have a phenomenal time? I expect to hear nothing less than phenomenal. Oh, I remember this tree being knocked down. It's actually died off a lot since it was first knocked down. You can see all the leaves are droopy. There's a lot of brown leaves just to the right of me here. Sorry, knobthorn. You were a beautiful tree, aka past tense. Were a beautiful tree. Elephants have been busy, folks, but you know, as we know, it's their job to kind of knock down trees and open up the bushveld for us. So we can't really complain about them doing their job, can we? Wow, it's thick. It's thick. There's lots of weeds. Let's have a look here at Kudu and see what exactly has been around the waterhole here. Let's also just quickly check the chat. Mary, indeed, Matt is back. Matt is taking over FC until everyone else gets back from leave. How awesome. Carol goes, we have so much to catch up on, Andrew. We're near a dam. We need a dam tour. Lots of birds. Barbara and I start. Okay. Barbara, Carol, I might join you on that. Start from scratch. But fill me in, folks. How was Christmas? How was New Year's Eve? How was New Year's Day? Did everyone have a great time? We've definitely had some porcupine come through here. I'm not seeing any other tracks at all, but the substrate is hard. It is clearly rained. You can see all the greenery. All the vegetation is luscious and thick, which for the animals, I'm sure they appreciate it. For us, finding the animals makes it just that much more tricky. So we'll see what we can see. We're going to slowly make our way towards Leadwood. Apparently the lions were on a wildebeest kill this morning. So I thought it might be nice to catch up with the wonderful pride of Rietspruit, if you will. And the 2 boys, and hopefully a leopard in between or on the way home. But I think first things first, we're going to head to Snail Lane. So we're going to go past Leopardam, and we're going to go past Snail Lane, because apparently the cheetahs were on Hoofpad earlier. So my bet is they're probably either along Hoofpad still, somewhere. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm sorry. I'm being rudely interrupted by a branch or a twig or something. Hello? There we go.
Order on Lowveld, number 5.
Excuse me. Sorry, folks. I do apologize, though. If you do pick up the sniffles or a cough or just Andrew not sounding like Andrew, I promise you, Andrew is Andrew. Andrew is just quite sick after the the December break, if you will. Got a bit of sinusitis. But Let's see how everyone's New Year's was. What did everyone get up to? So lush and green. Slept through New Year's Eve. Barbara, did you not even do the countdown? You have to. Hi, Jan. Even a couple of minutes is better than none. So glad to have you on board. I hope you had a great New Year's. Oh, Betty, but you know, sometimes those quiet New Year's are all that. It's not always about like how big you sent it and how many people you spent your time with. If you had a quiet New Year's and you spent it, oh, hello. It's good to be back, folks. There's a rhino in the road. So I'm just making space for him because this is his only path he has. So I'm going to put Basil in his walkway and we are going to park off here. We also, believe it or not, got a new camera lens to try out. So we shall be putting that to the test as well. But he seems to be moving with some oomph.
Leaving three rhino with one station on northern end of Boskamp Estate.
Wow, folks, Jaxie's right here next to us. Oh my word, what a hello back. Hey, big boy. How are you? Please, oh, he's gonna scent mark. So probably what's happening is with all this rain that's been happening, he's just territorially patrolling his, obviously, territory per se. But with that rain, obviously, all their urine, all their scent gets wiped from the ground, the trees, the shrubs they mark. So they have to obviously go around again and again, remarking their territory. Isn't that just wow? Well, I mean, they say, you know, get right back in it by diving into the deep end. You're driving up to a dam thinking nothing more. Come around the corner and a little rhino head pops out. You're like, hello, how are you? So that must have been Ubuntu, I think. Might have been. I'm not sure. I'm not going to lie, folks. I kind of just freaked out that a rhino bull just walked past us. You know, 12 days is a long time. When you're not seeing animals daily, when a rhino bull walks past your car like that, you're like, that was cool.
Andrew, alright?
Standing by, Rella.
Confirm, did you come along Wolfpath all the way? Confirm.
I only just went out, Sorella. I only arrived back at Hayes at 3:30.
No, I'm asking, are you coming along Wolfpath to the north?
Oh, negative. I'm coming up Leipart Dam West. I'm about to go past Leipart Dam, and then I'm going to hit the fence line from there and go up towards Snail Lane.
Okay, copy. Thanks. I'll quickly check Wolfpath to the south. Thanks.
Copy that. Let me know if you need me to check anywhere else as well.
No problem, will do.
Still trying to get back to the whole multitasking thing, working a cell phone to look at chats, working... working the radio, aka Andrew, struggling with multitasking first day back. Just give me a day or two, folks, and we will be right back to where we were before we took the hiatus. Now, I've got Arella asking for help, and he is looking for the Cheetah Brothers. So what we're going to do is we're going to swing past Leipart Dam. We're going to hit the fence line, see if the cheetahs haven't gone further south. And then what we'll do from there is then we'll carry on along Hoofpad. Apparently there were some rhinos spotted on the airstrip. So I was thinking we could head towards there as well. And then from there, push it, time depending, see if we can't find the wonderful pride of Rietspruit and say hello to my gorgeous girls and my gorgeous boys. I've missed every single character on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. I've even missed Cheeky Chops and the herd. Believe it or not, I've missed Cheeky Chops and the herd. Mary, nothing wrong with that. As long as you enjoyed it, that's all that counts, eh? Honestly. Hi, Rosemary. Finally made it. Oh, good to have you with us, madam. Good to have you on board once again. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. I hope it was spectacular. Ubuntu was with Lula and Kalula yesterday. Oh, okay, so then maybe it's Ubuntu who's on the airstrip with them now. There is also fresh rhino tracks, but they headed south away from us. I mean, north away from us. So that must have been the bull that we just came across paths with. How was it getting in the water? Mary, before I answer that question, I assume you mean the seawater. I assume you mean the seawater. A snowstorm? Oh, Becky, I'm so sorry. Please, please be safe. 12 inches of snow. That's like almost a full ruler of snow. That's quite ridiculous. But good luck with that. It is rather hot here. I wouldn't mind some cooler weather. But it's just a beautiful day to be out in the bush, eh? Even if we are just gallivanting, like I said at the start of drive, I have absolutely no plan for this afternoon. We're just kind of going with it. And then from tomorrow, we'll start making plans again. Today is just to say hello to Rietspruit, say hello to all of you beautiful people, and a very good afternoon to all of you on the public channel. I hope you are doing phenomenally well. Now, for our pack members that are joining us, unfortunately, Andrew let the ball go a bit, so unfortunately for today's drive, there won't be a keyword, but from tomorrow, Monday, there will be a new keyword, so keep your eyes peeled. And I'm hoping Basil's going to be providing me with more prints as well. So be tuned to see his prints, my prints, Victoria and Gareth's, all up on the weekly print of the week. But stay tuned to find out more about that. Oh, wow! Leopard Dam has filled up quite a bit. Look at that, everybody. Wow. Our famous Egyptian geese are here. But more than that, Basil, sir, if I can ask you briefly, can you just put the camera on that little white log there? Folks, just take a second to appreciate how many different foam nest tree frogs all made their nest in the same area. Because I guarantee you that's not one frog. That is a lot of baby frogs. Amazing how they make it over the water so that as soon as the eggs are ready and hatch, they fall straight into the water. And that foamy substance, before I went on leave, you know, we found that one nest and we actually got to literally up close look and investigate and feel the foam of the foam nest tree frog, and it was amazing. It was wild. Something I didn't expect. The texture was a lot less wet and slippery than I was anticipating. So it's just phenomenal. Lovely to see all this new life and this new growth. I'm really, although it's thick, it's going to make game viewing a hell of a lot tougher. It's going to be worth it, folks. We're going to have a great 2 weeks ahead of us. Egyptian geese, first birds for Carol and Mary this year. Or Carol and Barbara, sorry. What other birds? Do we have a three-banded plover? Are those birds there, Basil? Or is that just... Or is Andrew being dumb? If I need to go back, just let me... Oh, there we go. What a thick knee. Boom. Bird number 2. Oh, Andrew's going on a bird tangent now. Let's go, folks. Look at those 2 water thick knees. Beautiful birds. Also super territorial. If you get too close to their nest on the ground, they will peck your head in. I talk from experience, not from reading. What a beautiful view, though. But I actually physically cannot elaborate how amazing it is to be back on drive with all of you folks. I literally, you know, it's going to be embarrassing, but like, I'm gonna head off. It doesn't seem like there's too much here, folks. But what I was saying is, the other day I actually, I glitched for a second. I thought I was on live drive on my way to the beach the one day, but I was by myself, and I went past the beach at like 6:30 in the morning just to go check the waves, see if it's surfable, and so I turned back as if there was a camera on me. I was like, yeah, the waves are okay, folks, but nothing too surfable today. We'll see how it goes tomorrow, see if the wind gets better, if it turns to a southwesterly. Yeah, no, I thought I was on camera, meanwhile I was on holiday, so Andrew glitched out a bit. But in terms of surfing, you want it to be a southwesterly wind blowing, because then the waves come onshore and they break nicely, they barrel. If it's southeasterly, it's straight onshore, it brings blue bottles, it's horrible, the surf's not good. So it depends on the surf. But I glitched, I forgot I was on holiday. I turned back and then I saw no camera and I was like, Andrew, you're losing your mind, sir. You can't be talking to nobody. But, you know, we had fun with it. We made a mockery of ourselves and we just laughed at ourselves. Anyone seen Cheetah Mom and Cub lately? Becky, I have absolutely no idea. Like I was saying on the radio to Arella earlier, I arrived 2 hours ago. I literally don't know what is plotting on the reserve at the moment. So that's, I suppose, why it's also good to get out now. Just say hello to everyone else on the reserve, as well as show face so that they help you in your search for whatever you're looking for. Oh no, my water bottle! My mom and dad bought me a water bottle for Christmas, and it's beautiful. The ice does not melt. It just doesn't fit in any cup holder in any car. It's quite unhelpful, to be totally honest, but it really does make an effort. It's like a Stanley, but for those who don't want to spend an arm and a leg on a Stanley, it's called an Earth Melon. Earth Melon. It's very good. Let's just put it standing up right here so we don't spill water all over. I cannot believe how thick it is. Basil, I don't know how we're gonna see a leopard unless it's pure luck, bro. Unless maybe we head to Seacoy Dam a bit later. Now, I've just had an update on the radio, folks, so I don't think I'm actually gonna end up headed all the way to Ledwood Gate. This morning, it was apparently the whole pride with both males, but now it seems to be only one male line is there. And I do want to head towards the Boskamp airstrip and see if we can't... I do want to see if we can't maybe crack those rhino on the airstrip. Because if it is Lula and Kalula, which it should be, because they have been hanging around that area, they're really calm and relaxed with the vehicles. They munch around you and just walk around. That bull that we saw a bit earlier, I also felt like I needed to give him a bit more space because he looked a bit more, he was on a territorial pursuit. He was marking his grounds, letting everyone know that this is his home, don't get in my way type thing. So we don't want to get in his way. We want to avoid it. But my word, the string of stars is everywhere. What is the scientific name for string of stars again? Just give me a second, folks. I do know it. I do know it. Let's just check here. Here we go. So, string of stars, also known as the lamb's tail. Also known as the lamb's tail, is the scientific name for it is, I'm going to butcher this because I actually don't know how to pronounce this, but Heliotropium studneri. Studneri. Well, there you go. Learn something new every day. I did also get a new torch, folks, which I'm quite excited to show you guys when the sun goes down, because it's one of those torches that where you, wait, let me just get it out. If you pull in and out, the beam gets stronger and softer, but if you put it on the sharpest beam, it's almost like a sniper rifle scope. So I feel like that actually might aid us in terms of, if I'm trying to point out a bush baby, I can just say, folks, look at the cross of that little scope. That's the bush baby. So I feel like it might be able to help point out things a bit more easily. So we'll put that in action in due course as well. The round ball by the, Betty, that I assume you mean by Leipart Dam. I think it was just a rock, but I'm not 100% sure. Could have been a dung ball, could have been a piece of elephant dung. Oh, I'm sorry, I saw the question a bit late, if I'm being totally honest. Happy 2025, Becky. Thanks for tuning in. It's great to have you with us. Ooh, there's a tree knocks over. This is where Victoria ripped my watch off. I remember, because I now have a cut in my arm. That reminds me of it all the time. Carol, are you serious? They've been mating again. Do you by any chance know if it's the same two that were mating previously? Because if not, if it is two different individuals, it means there may even be more of a chance of there being cubs being born. That's... Oh, can you imagine little lion cubs running around the Rietspruit? I will be out 24/7, 7 days a week, 6 weeks at a time. Every day looking for lion cubs if we do ever get lion cubs. Crossing fingers though. They have mated before, but Carol, you never know, you know, that contraceptive may have weared off already, and the fact that she's mating and now mated again in the span of, say, 2-3 months, you know, I mean, if we're looking at it being positive for cubs-wise, it could be a beneficial thing. If we're looking at it like we don't want them to have cubs, it could be a bad thing. But I'm hoping for cubs. I didn't say that, but I'm hoping for cubs. Our little secret for now. Oh.
Heading towards Contractors Road.
I would love to know if it's the same individual or if it's different individuals that have been mating now. Hi Elsa, glad to have you with us. I would have also done the same, Carol. A couple of clips on them. How's it, guys? You too, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Did you guys have a good one? Oh, that's awesome. Have you guys had any luck this afternoon? I had a brief sighting of a rhino bull on Pompat, but he was like MIA in the bush, headed, scent marking, so he's gone. South. Yeah, yeah, coming towards, yeah. From Pompat, yeah. You guys have a good one though. Good New Year's. No, not shabby. It was down the coast for the New Year, so it was. Wait, I had a on New Year's Day. So we have tradition. We have a potjie every year for New Year's Day, for the recovery, if you will. And we got joined by a crowned eagle whilst cooking our potjies, which was quite lekker. I don't know if you've heard of a place called Southbroom. Yeah, so we've got a house there, but we were at our friend's house in Southbroom, and yeah, came and said hello. I've got a video of my potjie cooking, and then I went up in the tree and said, this is my friend helping me cook my potjie. But shame, guys. All the best, eh? Good to see you. Take care, eh? Sorry, folks. Just obviously, I feel like every time we drive past a vehicle, everyone's going to want to catch up and have a blast. So I did try and make that as quick as possible. But 2025, the year of new hope, new prosperity. Oh no. Why are there guests all getting out of vehicle? I hope they don't have a flat tire and need help. This could be quite okay, never mind. They're having a sundowner. It's a bit of a weird spot, eh? Hello, Aurella. Happy New Year, sir. How's it, folks?
All right.
You good, sir?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, oh, good. I got back 2 hours ago.
Where did you go?
I was down KZN side.
That's it.
Yeah.
How's there?
Yeah, lots of lekker birding.
They're from?
Are you guys from KZN?
Yeah.
Whereabouts? Is it? Do you guys know the South Coast at all?
Yeah.
So I was in a place called Southbroom by San Lemire. So I was there, but lots of lekker birding. Yeah, crowned eagle galore, palm nut vulture.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, but good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
I'll catch up with you properly.
No problem.
We must get a beer sometime.
Enjoy.
Take care, Aurella. Like I said, every vehicle's going to want to catch up and say, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. But we are going to try and push through that. I wonder how much rain we've had since I've been gone. I know Gareth was posting little numbers whilst I was gone, but you know, little numbers every day add up as well. Becky, she should come over for a bird safari. Totally worth it. 100%. Definitely worth it. I would have also presumed it's Nyaleti, Carol. Looks like Elvis. Was it not Kinky that was mating with the female, whoever was mating? I've been off my, folks, I haven't had data. Like, it has been actually the best holiday because people were trying to get a hold of me as well. I say this secretly with a smile on my face now. People were trying to get a hold of me, but I didn't have data. So I saw messages and I responded, but they only came in when I connected to the internet for the first time. Be MIA, if you will. Such a Oh, Becky! It's the first of 2025 and it's a beauty. Just looking at the differences that has been made on the Rietspruit with all the rain. The temperature changes, the foliage. Oh, it's just beautiful. Now, I'm going to quickly have a stop here.
You and lots of the pride today, thirsty.
I left Malcolm there, and as I left, he came onto the radio and he said that they moved
Okay, so the lions are on the move, like I suspected. I just want to check for any cheetah tracks. Basil, you said hoofpad this morning, eh? I know this is a difficult question, sir, but do you possibly remember at all where along hoofpad?
Some sort of a mount hill just by the road next to
Oh, okay, so probably there by the Boma. Yeah. But folks, for those of you who didn't know what I meant by the string of stars, I'm going to just pick one because there's clearly enough. They're everywhere. But look how beautiful this little string of flowers is. And the flowers are minute. There's my finger as a size comparison. But absolutely gorgeous little flowers. You can see where it gets its name, string of stars. They all look like little stars on a string. Oh, not anymore. But they smell pretty. They're beautiful. And like I said, they're perennial. So it's actually amazing to see so many out in full bloom at the moment. I suppose it comes no surprise with all this rain. I'm just going to walk up here quick, folks, and just see if I can't find any cheetah tracks. Sorry, apologies about that, folks. Like I said, Andrew is a bit sick at the moment. I will do my best to control the cough. This is where you like now. The pride is split up. Which one's going to surprise me whilst I'm looking for tracks? That wouldn't be a nice good afternoon, Andrew. Welcome back to Rietspruit Game Reserve present, would it? All right. Let's just ask Arella quick, because they were doing drink stops there in a weird section, but he most likely came along the whole of hoofpad. Arella for Andrew. Oops.
Andy, on standby.
Arella, did you come down the whole of hoofpad? Did you pick up any tracks of those skunkan?
Negative, but down Rietspruit from Lowveld Dam all the way to the fence. And nothing checked.
Okay, copy that, thanks. Alright, so my hunch was correct. Arella went the whole of hoofpad south.
Okay.
He apparently checked the fence, so I feel like, if anything, if the cheetahs were on hoofpad, they're now somewhere along the... I think they're now somewhere along the fence line.
Andrew for Poole.
Standing by for you, Paul. There's a red-crested korhan in the road.
Yeah, I've just come all the way down from Omnihook, all the way along the southern fence line to Snow Lane, came out of Snow Lane, and I didn't see anything of those cheetah either.
Okay, copy that. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. All right, we've got a conundrum, folks. The cheetah have gone MIA, if you will. Silly cats. They didn't know Andrew was back. They didn't get the memo to stick around and say hello. Carol, definitely here. I mean, you never know. That contraceptive might be thoroughly working. Meanwhile, she's still just coming into estrus. Because if you think about it, like, if you contracepted a lion in an open reserve, right? And this lioness now just didn't go into estrus at all. I'm not sure for sure. I'm not sure for sure. That doesn't sound like the right English, but I'm uncertain whether, you know, if a lioness didn't go into estrus at all for a male lion, I feel like eventually that male lion would get a bit fed up and actually kill that female, because he can't pass his genes along. So what's the point of, you know, flirting and flirting if he can't do anything about it? So I'm not sure. There's always that possibility, Carol. But I think now, especially the fact that you've just mentioned she's mated for the second time, I think she is going into estrus. But that's just my opinion. And I'm no professional in terms of like contraceptives and lions and all of that. So you never know. It's a gamble at this point, I suppose. How beautiful is this korhaan? Mary, thank you. I agree with that. I did block it out, and can I tell you, it was the best thing for me. These past 14 days, I've made a lot of changes in life. I've made a lot of decisions in life. I've also just, you know, I know it's weird to say, but in the 14 days I've grown up a lot as well. And Mary, yeah, no, it's wild. I don't recognize the reserve at all. But quickly, whilst we're here, and whilst we're stopped, and whilst Basil can angle, I'll show you the highlight of my holiday. The highlight of my holiday was this: getting sliced on the inner thigh by a wall. I got hooked by a wall. And bear in mind, this is 2 weeks of healing. This is 13 days old now. So that was quite unfortunate, but it happened. We climbed over a wall with our surfboard, and we slipped, and unfortunately the wall just won the battle, and Andrew didn't. Andrew came off second best. But I mean, it's a gnarly wall wound, you know, like, if no one knows, 2 years later I'll go be like, yo guys, check this scar, I got bitten by a shark whilst surfing, you know, try to fight it off, but instead my surfboard came flying around and somehow the fin just sliced me. You just got to make it more dramatic, you know, like, yes, it's all good said and done, even if you even if it happened in the silliest way possible, like tripping over a wall. But just got to make it sound a bit more rebellious, like, yeah, I fought a shark off, you know, I'm just that tough. Oh, Andrew, you clown. It's good to have you back, sir. It's good to be back, folks. But what I am going to try and start doing now is every drive, I'm going to do research on at least one tree, one bird, and one plant. And yes, we can thank Charlie for that. And I think it's just a phenomenal idea, A, to upkeep my knowledge, B, learn new facts about things, and C, just make drives a bit more entertaining and fun. So I think from now on, every drive, we're going to do one tree, one bird, and one mammal. The mammal, depending on if we see it or not, though. I'm not going to tell you the 30 facts I found out about a squirrel if we're looking at giraffes. But I think it's just a way to keep things entertaining, fun, different, unique, you know, and not get tired of the same old, same old. I know we don't get tired of the same old, but, you know, just to spice up life, if you will. So that is one of my big goals for, where's my, there it is, it's in my pocket. Panicking, I thought I lost my cell phone. But that's one of my goals for the next couple of weeks. Mary, that is the ultimate question. Do you know what Mary asked me, Basil? She was like, was your surfboard okay? My surfboard's fine. Thank you, Mary. It's got a tiny little crack, but as I was flying away yesterday, my brother was tarring it up, fixing the fiberglass with some like boat glue, if you will. So the board is fine. Thank you for asking. I actually need to come up with a name for my surfboard.
I think that's starting with the male light.
Like the White Ghost or something. Because it's literally just a plain white surfboard with a black stripe down the middle. But she glides. Black licorice tea is good for a cough and a throat. Becky, how do you make such a thing? Do you have a recipe for me by any chance? Because I'm willing to try anything. Like the cough is getting a bit oddly annoying. You know when it's that like post-nasal sinus cough drip, aka just sinuses are all over the place. If you have a recipe for me, please could you email that to me? I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm not being sarcastic. I would greatly appreciate that. Look at Hoofpad, folks. This is the burnt section. This was flat maybe 2.5 weeks ago. Oh, is that our baby there? Oh, semi-decent herd of wildebeest, yeah. And some impalaras. How's that, baby?
About is that male line roaring now?
We'll stop here. There we go, Mary, your favorite. Got a semi-big herd of wildebeest here. There's about 7 or 8 here. You know, we used to just the 4 that hang by camp, and I saw, I think it was either Carol or Mary, one of the two, who posted a clip of a baby wildebeest at camp. Oh my gosh, I wanted to die. I wanted to die. That thing was so adorable. Now, I know it's not the greatest position we're in, folks, but I feel like if I start the car, they'll run further into the thicket. Basil's doing a brilliant job here of just getting them in the shot at the moment. But it's nice to see that our wildebeest population is still flourishing. Oh, European bee-eaters, where are they? I don't see them. I hear them. Do you know what I haven't seen on Rietspruit? Is a white-fronted bee-eater. So the herd of 4 was actually pregnant after all. Boom shakalaka, look at that. Isn't that just amazing? Now, wildebeest are often a lot more skittish than even our impala, and the wildebeest are running as I'm moving the vehicle. So I don't know how these impala are going to react, but always lovely taking some time to appreciate the impala as well. I'll just stop right there. Look at these 2 young males right here at the front. Just keeping an eye out, listening at those wildebeest, waiting to see if anything's going to, you know, run out of the bushes at them, which nothing will. Sure, seems to be a bachelor herd of impalas. Just all staring at us in limbo. One by one. Now, obviously, I've said this before, and everyone knows I do think impala are underrated. But sure, it's good to see every single character out on the Rietspruit active this afternoon. Now, one highlight of leaving for 10 days was this beauty here, folks. Have a look at that. Andrew upgraded. Andrew got a camera lens. So now we don't have to steal Work's lens. We can just keep our lens on and oh my god, the Philippines baby's there, Basil. Good spot. Sorry, Impalalas. Oh my gosh, the Philippines baby's just up ahead. They've run off into the thickets, so I don't know how visible it's going to be, folks, but we're just going to creep on up. Basil, if you get a gap, just tell me to stop. But they just ran off somewhere into here. Very thick. They probably feel quite well protected in there. Less chance of a predator getting them in the thicket. Oh, I think they've gone already. See them at all? Nothing, eh? Oh, that's unfortunate. That baby wildebeest was like right behind just the last straggler of wildebeest. But I'm not seeing anyone anymore. Oh, I guess that's what we're looking for tomorrow afternoon. The baby wildebeest. Sorry, folks. Seems to be someone's posting something on the sightings crew. Ah. Wonder how our wild doggies are doing. Uh-oh. Even the boma. Can you imagine, folks, like it wasn't 3 months ago, it was a lot longer than that, but Andrew's time frame guessing is not great, but look how thick the boma is now. Can you imagine trying to see wild dogs feeding through that? Basil, can you imagine going around at 3:30 in the morning trying to monitor wild dogs, looking for them in that? Wild. Wild, wild. Oh, folks, the bush has just gotten so thick. It's actually half scary, half amazing. Are there any stations still with those 3 rhino on the Boskamp airstrip? If we go past Kevin Aswa, can tell him?
And the other, I'm moving out and there's one other station.
Sorry, Otto, just go again. Are you saying you're the only station there?
Because I'm moving out, but there's one other station here.
Copy, thanks. I'll be approaching in 2 minutes. No one has said no, it's free for all. Oops.
Take care.
Thank you. Oh, it's so weird to see the reserve so green, so full, so lush, and just full of life. Baby wildebeest running across the road. I'm sure there's baby impalas all over the place now. I'm sure our cheetahs are having a blast with that as well. But I can't wait to say hello to all our Rietspruit characters again. It's been way too long. or it feels like it's been way too long. Let's see. Nothing there. Ah, I see them. I just wanted to see if there's anything by the mountain. Ah, there's some rhino up ahead, folks. And what looks to be like 2 gabions. I got told there was only one, but...
I'm standing on Blowback. I think I'm leaving station number 6.
Now, believe it or not, Basil and I actually saw a serval here the other day. That was wild. That was out of the blue. Murphy's Law, as you end a live drive, there's something that you really wish you could put on live drive that just appears out of nowhere, aka said serval. Now that's only the 3rd ever serval I've seen on Rietspruit. The other 2 were with Matthew, the one and only. Oh wow, look at this, everybody. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and swing around. Just going to... How's it, guys? Happy New Year. You guys have a good one? Oh, fabulous. Good to be back. Good to see you guys. Take care, eh? Alrighty, so we're going to just sneak ahead of these 3 lovely rhinos, which do look like Lula, Kalula, and Ubuntu. Oh, why are you running? Why are you running? Calm down. It's just a bird. We'll basically freewheel. Okay, you guys are being extra now. We're literally 20, 30 meters away from you and you're running off. You're being extra. Don't be extra.
Picked up on Kudu Road South, Kaya.
There goes the bull.
Kudu Road South.
Chasing after like he's being left. Thanks, Mary. I appreciate it. I had to pitch into it though, so I kind of knew it was coming. But nonetheless, super excited and super stoked. Becky, please do. I would greatly appreciate it. And Carol, yes, no, that used to be the plug. It was like before we even had wild dogs, you know. You could always rely on the Cheetah Brothers to be on the southern fence of the airstrip. But now, obviously, they found Kaya and found safer havens. But before even the wild dog in the boma were there, it was the cheetah you could rely on. Then it was the wild dogs. Now, in all honesty, I think out of all the animals every day moving around and stuff, I think rhino is the thing you can rely on the most. Oh, Becky, I've never had a white Christmas. I really would love to know what a white Christmas feels like. But at the same time, I cannot complain about the Christmas I had. We had prawns for lunch on the braai. We were at the beach for 6 hours of the day. And then we had a lacquer Christmas party with like maybe 30 to 40 different people as well. It was just a very merry and joyous time. And I love sending it a bit too much, because you can never share the love of Christmas enough. You can never be too joyous. So lovely to catch up with Lula and Kalula though, and Ubuntu for that fact. if I recall correctly, he was the one being cheeky with all the vehicles. He even charged me in the white bucky once, I think, if it is the bull I'm thinking of. How's that for a view, everyone, with that as your backdrop? Just imagine those two fences weren't there, and my word. Picture perfect. Grazers, they've been hanging around this airstrip a lot, but clearly, you know, the grass is growing faster than they can graze, which is why they're still sticking around this area. If the grass wasn't able to regrow at the rate they were grazing, these rhinos would have moved off a long time ago. So the fact that the grass keeps regenerating enough for them to keep coming back to this similar spot, you know, we can't take for granted. We have to appreciate that. I mean, how gorgeous is this? 3 white rhinos, sunset, beautiful afternoon, swallows and swifts flying in the sky. Oh. It's good to be back on game drives with you folks. I've missed you all. Each and every one of you, including each and every one of you on the public chat as well. Now, just for our pack members again, bear in mind, tomorrow will be a new keyword print, and bear in mind, it's going to be phenomenal. I'll tell you what it is now, but I'm not telling you the keyword or the print. I'm just going to say it's of an animal jumping over a tree in camp. But it was like the day before I left, I took this photo. I've already edited it. I still haven't posted it, even though I should have posted it as I edited it, because I think it's a beautiful photo. But regardless, you guys will get your hands on it soon enough, so just stay tuned. This is your first time seeing Lula and Kalula this year. I'm glad we got to share that. Now you can see as we switched off the vehicle, they've calmed down a lot. They're not running along. I think maybe they might have thought, oh, there's another rhino, they're spooked, or, you know, we were making maybe too much noise, even though I don't think we were. It's weird to think that they were running half a second ago and now they're super chilled, not a care in the world type thing. It's quite radical behavior, going from completely scared to completely calm in a matter of seconds. But then again, I guess we are dealing with white rhino, you know, very timid, what's the word, acute sensed animals that are always on edge because their vision isn't the greatest. So thank you, Becky, I appreciate it. So I'm just going to wait for this white rhino closest in shot to move a bit further off, and then I think what we'll do is we'll carry. And then if we don't get lucky, maybe we will still head on to Leadwood and see if we can't pick out those lions, or even better, the jackals, because I've still seen sightings of them posted, so you never know. It's getting to the time of day where we could possibly see them, so who knows. It's definitely worth a crack, so we might as well try. Just need to wait for either Lula or Kalula. It's kind of hard to tell now that their horns have grown out a bit and they're not as flat, although the one to the left looks like Kalula and the one closest to us looks like Lula. I just can't remember which one is the younger of the two. The younger of the two, in my professional opinion, would be the one on the right. They're not dramatically like different in terms of sizes. The one in front is like maybe a molecule smaller than the one behind it. But then again, they're both just beautiful, beautiful representations of what a white rhino should be. Now, I don't know if you can hear that, but the way they munch as well. That's just me, sorry. But just the way they munch is just gets you going, gets you excited, gets you happy. Makes you just really... What was that? Did they start their car? Oh, okay. Now it looks like this one closest to us has mud wallowed today sometime. You can see the different shade in the upper body to lower body region. Oh, there you go. One of them's a bit skittish now that one of the cars has started their engines. But you can see that this one closest to us is mud wallowed sometime today, darker skin underneath, implying that it's wetter than the above skin. But still all super calm, super relaxed. All good. All good. Go for it. So I think this car is going to try and sneak around Basil. Maybe just put it on that one there. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Oh, Lula's getting feisty. That car's trying to sneak past, and Lula or Kalula was like, come closer, car. I dare you. I dare you, car. My favorite thing about a rhino for me is the tail. Just watching it go back and forth, back and forth. It almost reminds me of a little pig's tail. Oh my gosh. Lula and Kalula are severely dramatic, it appears, folks. They seem to have gained some character in terms of they took a card out of Leonardo DiCaprio or Margot Robbie's book and became actors. Another bull wants to be a part of it, so he's joining in. Carol, would you mind sending me those IDs, pretty please? I would greatly, greatly appreciate that, just to get a better idea for myself as well, so I don't lie to you as to who is Lula and who is Kalula. But they have literally just sprinted the whole length of the airstrip. So I'm going to try and get around them without spooking them too much. I think that car was going just a bit too fast, that it just put them off edge. So we're going to just go in nice and slowly and just sneak past them gently. They're just to the left of us here. But I don't want to go faster than what we're going now because they looked a bit skittish with that other car. So Michael Fleetwood has joined the chat. T-minus 151 days until he is in South Africa, Basil. 159, sorry, not 51. Ooh, Michael, I best get to meet you in person this time, sir. Oh, this is going to be stunning. Just wait a second, folks. Just wait 1 second for me. No, Lila. Stop! Stay! You know, trying to get an animal to work with you never goes according to plan, but let's put Basil right here with this mountain. Look at that, folks. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Isn't that just wild? That is... not something you get to see every day. Well, I suppose when you work in the bush, maybe, but even then, you know, It's still just such a prehistoric creature that you can never ever take a sighting of these guys for granted. Now, I wonder, has anyone found the rest of the pride? Yo, I just got bitten by a horsefly. Have you been charged by a horsefly this year? This morning? Yes, they're horrible things, eh? They're not nice things. Oh, that's just a view, hey? With so it turns out Birdman is currently on lock with the lions. Sometimes you just gotta know where to keep quiet. Graceful time spent with 3 white rhino. Can't really complain with that. I mean, look at that mountain drop. Well, that mountain backdrop, if you will. Gorgeous skies, beautiful colors, beautiful contrast. An amazing cameraman using the camera to capture an amazing shot. It all just sinks into one beautiful piece of art, doesn't it, folks? You're welcome. Gave you kudos there. I'm being annihilated by horseflies. Yeah. It's been charred a second time. No, and they're not the friendliest bites. They have a kick. And they know what they're after, these horseflies. Alrighty, folks. I think we've had a phenomenal sighting of these rhino. Where are those other two? Oops. Still, oh, they're like right there. Okay. Alright, let's leave these ladies and gentlemen. Stations leaving these 3 white rhinos on the northern end of the Boskamp airstrip, still headed slowly north, leaving it unattended. So I think next point of action is maybe go check out Lowveld Dam, and then what I'm thinking is to sneakily head back towards the fence line and just check out.
I'm leaving north on Contractors Road, 2 vehicles on lock.
And just double check that those cheetah brothers haven't come north towards Spoor Snares either. So we'll just...
To make your way there. It's pretty open there.
We'll have a gander for that in a second. It's still just a little bit of a distance to Lowveld Dam. But I'm hoping we can get some more birds for all our birders out there. I got a new bird over the December holiday. I saw an olive bush shrike. I will show you all what that looks like in a second. Dun 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 dun. And Carol and Mary, you won't believe what song I've been singing the whole of December. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Yep. It's been an everyday song for December. But, folks, ooh, we're going off the road here. This is the beautiful, wonderful bird that Andrew managed to lay eyes on. Look at that. A gorgeous olive bush shrike. Never seen one before in my life, so this was new for me. Got to tick it off. Absolutely stunning bird with a really red pupil. I know you can't really see it in the camera there, but the eye is phenomenally red, really dark as well. It's got this black line down the side of its face. Very, very chuffed to have captured that bird. So I just thought I'd share that with you. But unfortunately, no vultures this time. I tend to see them not often, but whenever I go to Southbroom, I occasionally see one or two. So there is a pair that hangs around that southern area of the coast. Didn't get to see them again, unfortunately. However, I did share, so I don't know if you overheard me telling Arella, the other couple that we drove past that had potjie for New Year's. So we have a tradition in Southbroom. So you go partying New Year's Eve, you go out at like, I don't know, 3:30, you go out for one last surf, come back in at like 4:30, and then you just start drinking with all your friends and you light a bonfire and you just sit around the bonfire. Before I carry on with that story though, just for example, here's a whole abundance of the string of stars, the lamb's tail, if you will. Look at that, my word. They are everywhere, everywhere, and this is going to attract insects galore. All your pollinators will be pulling through here shortly. Stunning though. You can imagine on a morning game drive, it's going to look pretty in the morning sun as well. So going back to what I was saying, so obviously New Year's Eve, go for the surf, come out at 4:30, start drinking with your friends, and then you carry on all the way through till midnight, till sunrise. You stay on the beach till like maybe 8 o'clock in the morning, watch the sun come up, and then you go home and sleep for 3 hours, and then the tradition is we do a potjie on New Year's Day. But this year we did a potjie competition. There were 3 families in it. 3 different families cooked 3 different meat types of potjie. Potjie is just like a very slow cooked beef stew or lamb stew, oxtail, or whatever meat you kind of want to put in. But it's just like 8 hours of slow cooked over a fire in this big black iron pot. And whilst we were cooking, the crowned eagle came and joined us in a tree. I think I posted it onto my Instagram, but if not, I'm going to post it again, because who can say they've shared potjie with a crowned eagle, if you will? I don't think many people can, so I think we'll definitely be adding that to our resume. You need a new theme tune, lol. I'll try to come up with one, Mary. Hi Sue, I hope you're doing fantastically. Happy New Year. I hope it was brilliant and that you spent time with the loved ones. I was just saying to everyone now, it's just so good to be back. The bush is thick, filled with life, lots of babies everywhere. We haven't seen too much this afternoon, but we spent some quality time with Lula, Kalula and Ubuntu, which was more than I could have asked for, because when Game Drive was originally going out, I felt the heat and I was like, we may struggle finding anything afternoon. So, you know, the fact that we found something, the fact that we found 3 of something, magnificent. Now it's getting to that time where we might find our nocturnal animals as well. Who knows? Genet, civet, caracal, serval, porcupine, hyena, spotted or brown. What else? Aardvark, pangolin, leopard. What else? White mongoose. Who knows, folks? Just gotta wait and see what's out there for us. The bush smells so fresh though, like there definitely has been rain. Either was it raining today at all? And yesterday? And the day before? Okay. I was about to say, so it's well, just going off what the bush looks like, the substrates, hardness, and just the smell of the bush. It's rained quite recently. I don't have dust going in my nose. I can't feel my sinuses getting tangled from the inside out. Like, it's a pleasure to just take a deep breath and smell the bush, smell how fresh it is, and just take it all in. But we're coming up to Lowveld Dam, folks, so we'll see what birds we have in store. The dam's looking awfully full. Oh my gosh. Crikey, crikey, crikey. What? I was looking at lions here 2 days ago. Oh my gosh, that is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Look at this. My word. Crikey, have you ever been so blown away? I am. Oh, you can't even go on the island. It's like swamped. Look at that. Oh, we've got another pair of Egyptian geese here though. And then there seems to be another bird in the water down there. Probably a little grebe or something. What I'm going to do, folks, is I'm just going to sit here in silence for a minute. And we're just going to appreciate the views, how full the dam is, and just take it all in for a second. Alrighty. Holy cow, it got full. Well, when it starts to dry up, that's when we go look for the leopard tracks. I finally have a perfect cheetah print in concrete, aka mud. So now we just need a lion and a leopard, and we'll have the full trio of big cats. But wow, I haven't seen leopard that full in a hot minute. That is wicked. Been gone, hiding, MIA. since we got back from the vacation, if you will. As Kevin says, well, as Kevin says, Andrew's always on vacation, but he's not always. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year for...
How's it, folks? You guys having a good afternoon? Seen all the cool things? You got a great guide. Happy New Year, Chana.
Thanks, man.
On the Ngala, is it just the one?
Yeah, one. Hey, my father's there. Up and down.
First day back, easy.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Spend time with the chukuru. I'm happy. Cheers, Sammy. Cheers, folks. Oh, that's a face I never get. It's a face I never get tired of seeing. Just bumped into Sammy, folks. Just had to say a quick Happy New Year to him. That man always has a smile on his face no matter what. He'll be the angriest he's ever been in life, but when he's on game drive, you just see Sammy smiling. He's just... I aspire to be like him one day. Just be able to smile and wave through whatever hardship you're going through, whether you're going through a tough time or it's a phenomenal time. Just to be able to smile 24/7 and just be like, it's tough, but I'm dealing with it type thing, you know, and just smile and wave, smile and wave. You can all take a lesson or two away from Sammy. Hi, Africa Sky. Good to have you with us. Thank you for tuning in. Good to have Matt back in action. And the eyes still need to get into sync, if you will. Carol, indeed, it looks phenomenal. Not amazing, it's wildly phenomenal how full it is. I'm surprised I didn't just see a white-backed night heron chilling there. Oh, if we got that on a live drive, I would retire. I would retire birding completely from my drives. Oh, how I want to get a night-backed heron on live drive for all you folks. Sure, I've only ever seen one pair in my whole life. So if you could smash that on one live drive, oh, that would be like, you know, that would be the dream. For birding wise, that would be the dream. Michael agreed. The big grey unicorns definitely provided for us this afternoon. And my gosh, so good to see them again, you know. Like, I mean, I know I've only been gone 16 days, but this holiday felt like it was like longer than usual. Partially because it was good, partially because there were some tough times in this holiday as well. But to see a rhino after 16 days, it's like I haven't seen one in like a year. I was like freaking out when we first got on the airstrip. So I'm glad they stuck around for us. But it's nearly getting to that time of day where I can show you guys my new torch. It is also quite bright. It's not as bright as the live drive torch, but then again, I actually don't think that's too much of a problem either. Because sometimes I feel like with our bright spotlight, we almost, you know, the LED is a bit too bright. So the one I've got is LED, but it's basically a stick. There you go. You can see it in frame now. It's like thin. It's small. So it's not even like a spotlight, if you will. Here's the normal one. As you can see, it's like a battery pack explosive. It's huge. And let's actually just, why not? For here's just test. Okay, so that's its full beam brightness right there. There we go. No, you don't need, oh, that's good shot, bro. So we'll shine on this plant right here. Okay, so I'm going to just take the big one off. Basil can keep it there. And then now, this is my torch. So, I mean, for something small and handheld, and you can like change the width of the beam, how far it goes. But the main thing for me that I'm very excited about this new torch per se is, Basil, if you'll just shine on this tree here, you see that little green bush there? All right. So folks, let's just say where Basil is now. You can stop right there, Brent. That's perfect. So let's just say there's a baby bush baby in there for some reason, and I'm trying to point it out, right? So what I can now do with this torch is, if you go in far enough, you can actually make like a little sniper scope. I don't know if you can see it too well in the camera there, but there's a little section in that torch light where two black lines kind of, no, it's not really picking up. Thought it would be, let's see.
One male lion at bushveld, drinking a lot, quite thirsty.
There we go. You can kind of see there's like a plus in that torch itself. So it's going to help maybe point out nocturnal critters at night. Give it a bit more of a chance once it gets a tiny bit darker. Station at Lodge Pan, I'm 2 minutes out, so I'll be approaching soon.
Make your way to political space and he's steady for the moment.
Copy, thanks. All right, I've got one last treat. What's the time? There might be a second treat, who knows? But I've got one last play up my sleeve for this afternoon, because I still don't know where everything is being back. Like I said, before game drive, I had arrived an hour and a bit before game drive, so we haven't been back for long at all. But we're very close to something truly amazing. And I'm sure some of you probably heard on the radio what it is, but for those of you who haven't, to just keep the suspense going. What is it? Is it a leopard? Is it a lion? Is it a rhino or elephant? Who knows? Well, I know, but I'm not going to tell you. That would defeat the whole point. Sure, Leadwood's looking, oh, there's a rhino cow and calf as well. Look at that. Sorry, Basil. Okay, the torch is not as great as I hoped it would be. Yeah, no, the lead lenser still wins. I'm just going to keep this here. I just need to see what road we're on. Lodge Pan. Station White Rhino Cow and Calf just west of Lodge Pan Road, along stations White Rhino Cow and Calf on Leadwood Road, Lodge Pan Road, just west of Leadwood Drive. Sure, even directions are a bit rusty, but I think let's carry on. That's a nice treat, but let's carry on to the surprise I had in mind.
minutes out. 4 minutes out. You so plenty of space. Welcome. Thank you.
Alrighty, folks, coming up to Lodge Pan shortly. There's a surprise waiting for us. Apparently it was drinking, but I'm sure he's finished now. I say he, that must probably give it away even more. We just got to go over that Mount Everest of a bump, and we will be there. Stay tuned for Mount Everest. Look, Mom, no hands. Whee! There we go. Oh, seems like the car that was here just took off. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit... Andrew joining the lock of the 1 mil line at Lodge Pan.
You're the 4th station? Oh, yeah.
How's that better? I think whilst he's off, I will put a torch on him, but we don't really want to take away from him drinking, if you will. Well, if it's not the big boy of Rietspruit. Yes, with that red light, it's just gorgeous. Super, super full.
Stations unlocked with mail line at Lodge Pan. Incoming for office. Yeah, please proceed. There's still room.
That is just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Not the mosquitoes, just this male line drinking. It's just something to just really get excited about. Who is it? Can you see? Is it Kinky or Elvis? Looks like Kinky tail. I can't really tell though. It's a bit too dark. Very thirsty. Probably, well, as we know, they did make a kill earlier today, so it's no wonder he's binging himself on water now, trying to hydrate after all that food, all the digestion throughout the day. Being opportunistic, when water arises, we know they will go for the water. I've just lost my cell phone. No, I haven't. But is this the first time you've seen him? Sure, we're sharing many firsts this year, hey? Sure, Basil and I are just sharing all the same firsts this year, folks. At the beginning, but looking at it now, I do agree with you. But it's actually...
Lodge Pan, stations unlocked.
Oh, that is a scary face. That is a petrifying face, that. My word. Oh. Exceptional. Well, I mean, folks, we have been spoiled the first afternoon back, and now we might even be able to. I'll follow you guys. So we're gonna just go this way. This car's gonna come this way, and we're just gonna hightail it up. But look how far large pans even come up. This is where we released the rhino not so long ago, and it's all covered in water. I didn't know Lodge Pan could be so big, but it's big-ish. I mean, the rhinos are gonna love this place soon, especially when it starts to dry up. Now, this line looks like he's headed further north, so I can only assume back towards Ledwood Gate. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue back south and see maybe if we don't have any luck with said jackal pups. How's it, guys? Having a good afternoon? No, can't complain. Yeah, cheers, guys. Have a good one, eh? Never seen that car before. Or those people. Who knows though? Maybe we find a chameleon. You never know. Jackal pups, serval, caracal. Ledwood, in my opinion, is one of the best places to find A, serval, B, caracal, just because of this not exceptionally long, but this long leveled grass. Perfect hunting environment for serval / caracal, because they tend to jump and pounce on their prey, so they can stay concealed but still map out where their prey is. But also, I'm sure we must surely be lucky here with a chameleon or something. What is the bush going to provide for us? Sure, the sun went away very, very quickly today. Maybe game drive just went very quickly, or I don't know. It feels like it got dark almost too quickly, if you will. Imagine I was trying to track things this afternoon. Sure, we would have run out of time way too quickly to do that. But come on, chameleons, surely you can provide us with something. A chameleon on the first day back, folks, would make me a very happy Andrew, to say the very least. Just quickly do that. I said, sorry folks, still just getting used to the multitasking again, but that will come very quickly. Give me by, what's today? Sunday. Give me by Tuesday and the multitasking will be back to normal. Well, back to Andrew's standards, shall we say. Not normal. That might help. Turning the car lights on. Indeed, Mary, it's probably that Wildebeest that they annihilated earlier. I actually wonder how many of those 56 we reintroduced to the Rietspruit are still running around this reserve. We saw like a herd of 30 plus on Ledwood, and then the other day before I went on leave we saw like 12 or 13 on at Lowveld Dump. So, you know, we still got a decent population since we brought those other ones in. Lions seem to not be going through them as quickly as I thought they would. Obviously they clearly have learned that, oh, seeing a lion. Oh, that's danger. Gotta go the other way. I feel like Shane, the first wildebeest that got introduced that came from this place where there's no predators, saw these lions and was like, what is this? Let me go closer. Let me investigate. Got closer and just got too close and learnt his lesson or her lesson the hard way. But they're clear on what's not dangerous. So that's always, in the long run, in the long haul of things, a good thing, because the whole herd then picks up on that. It's unfortunate that it takes 3 or 4 seconds. Ooh, and now we're dropping into, this would be the Sunsluis. Might even find greater galagos hanging around here. It looks like it's flowing. Now, I did read the other day that apparently the Rietspruit was flowing. I saw Kevin made a post about that, which is that a chameleon? Excuse me. You can see a white rhino has been walking in the, just a leaf, but it's a very strange colored leaf, which is what made me second guess myself originally. One day there will be a leopard walking up here and I will be on my belly taking photos of said leopard walking up towards me. One day. One day. Oh, bug in the ear. That's not lacquer. Oh, sorry Basil, sir. After the rains, the roads have got quite treacherous. I'm feeling bumps for the first time, so I can only imagine what Basil's feeling. Obviously, being a partial cameraman myself. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. First drive back, there's a leopard. It looked up, it was a deka, and it was almost as if it was smiling, laughing at me. So that's why I went, oh, got me, haha. Next time you won't get me, bush. I will find said leopard. But this is all string of stars here, folks. All this short grass you see around us is just string of stars. They are everywhere. It is actually mind-blowing just how frequent they are all over. Now, I think if I did hear correctly, the elephants are on Kaya Sea at the moment, and these elephants at the best of times, we all know, have their own personalities. So sometimes they can be really cool, sometimes they can be a bit attitudious. So if they were going to be rather attitudious, cool. Sure, that's strong, eh? You smell it? That's wild. That's actually wild. Can I tell you the funniest? Yeah. There's a thick smell of popcorn here, folks. Smells fresh as well, like it's got a very exaggerated smell to it. I feel like sometimes when you say that to a camera, you sound like you're talking hogwash, but there is literally a very, very thick scent of popcorn going on here, and Andrew's getting a bit excited here. Even though I haven't found prints, the smell's faded, so it must have been coming from this side somewhere, because it was a lot stronger when I got out and was on that side. So, you know, we could be 20 minutes late and a leopard might have walked through here, but then again, we could just be smelling a civet's midden as well, and thinking it is said leopard. Meanwhile, it is just a civet, but when I say just a civet, to see a civet's really awesome nonetheless. I just mean in terms of leopard and civet, if you will. But you can see how these roads have taken a toll with the rain. Even the parts that used to be not bumpy, but just rideable are now semi-bumpy for the car. So I need to now relearn where I need to go slower and faster for my cameraman, just to make his life easier as well. Sorry, Basil. For example, that pothole, we now know we need to go a bit slower. Come on, you cat. I'll hang my gloves up. No, I won't. It's a lie. But I will freak out. I will lose my mind. It would be something for sore eyes that I haven't seen a leopard in since Gareth and I saw a leopard. I don't know how long that is, but feels like a lifetime ago. Leopards hide a lot easier. Oh, it's going to be tough in summer to find these cats, but that doesn't mean we aren't going to look for these cats. Sorry, Basil. I'll do the sound effects for you. Copy. Lots of lovely rocks hitting us this afternoon. This road seems to have taken a beating from the rain. Let's just get through this little... Okay, let's not get stuck in the mud. Low range. Straight through it. Like knife to butter. Straight through it. But this actually also, this low-lying area could be a good place to find chameleons. There's lots of moisture in the air in these low-lying areas, which means there's more insects, which means potentially there could be more chameleons hanging about on the branch limbs looking out for said potential meals. As we know, they've got this extremely elastic, stretchy tongue that's almost about a ruler long that they spray out, and then the sticky substance somehow, and actually you do research as to how it attaches, but it catches the bug and then they just pull it straight back into their gullets and annihilate it. It's phenomenal. I'll do some more research as to how their tongue actually sticks to their prey and get back to you guys on the next drive. But I think a chameleon would be a phenomenal way to end off this evening's drive. But sure, it's just been so great. I know it hasn't been too electrifying. 4 rhino, 6 rhino, one of those 3. A male lion, you know, just being back with one another, talking to one another again. I feel like I haven't seen all of you in years. So my game drive has been made. I'm happy, I'm at one, I'm at peace. It's just so good to be with you all again out here. And, you know, I cannot wait for these next 2 weeks. We're gonna do oh, there's a thick knee that flies off. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that these next 2 weeks are something we can brag about to Gareth and Victoria for the next 2 months. I'm saying maybe crack 2 leopard, crack black rhino, see the wild dogs quite frequently, find a pangolin maybe, even a polar bear, who knows. I'm just saying we need to give them stuff to hear about, if you will. So that will be the goal. But like I said, we're also going to maybe start learning some trees again, just to reciprocate and jog back the memory on some trees, but also learn new trees, new birds, new mammals, old mammals, but new information as well. So it's going to be a fun 2 weeks up ahead, folks. I've got a few things lined up that I think will be very fun. And I'm keen to share it with you. But wow, what a day. I mean, like I said, we cannot argue those mountains with the rhinos, well, I mean, I should say those rhinos with the mountains, not the mountains with the rhinos. Just phenomenal. Absolutely spectacular. But this is where the black rhinos do hang out quite frequently as well, so always keep an eye out. But as we know, at night time we won't really, even if we were to find the black rhinos, I wouldn't be too comfortable shining on them. I'd maybe shine at their feet so you could see it for half a second, but you know, at night we don't shine on rhinos, we don't shine on cheetahs, we don't shine on any diurnal animal as well. Just got to respect those rules. What in the world was that? Basil, do you see those eyes? Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's there. Do you see those eyes? Keep going down this path. To the right, the path. Just here. Keep going there. Nah, it's gone. Oh, there the eyes again. To your right a tiny bit. Go out a bit. There, it's up. You see it? Oh, there we go, Janet. We've got a Janet, folks. Look at that. Yes. Get in, baby. Some nocturnal activity as... Oh, how gorgeous is that? Oh, my gosh. Superb. Super calm, super relaxed with us. Not moving off. Wow. Who says it hasn't been a great first drive back in the bush, eh? Oh, wow, and there you go. Oh, no? Are there two there? Just the one, eh? Oh, come on, torch, reload. It's not going brighter. Ninth of December, I apparently saw Blowbunk Male. Feels like years ago. Yeah, oh yeah, you were off. Gareth and I found the Blowbunk Male, bro. He walked right past our car. What? Yeah, like we had him drinking, Siakoy Dam, watched him roll in dung, like it was wild. I'll explain it after drive. Oh, but folks, yeah, welcome back to 2025. We are so thrilled to have you back with us. We are so thrilled to be out and about with you. Andrew's not thrilled about the bugs crawling in and about his pants at the moment, but I am very, very grateful to be back with you all. Oh, nice Janet to end off the drive. We'll see what else we can see. Might still on TeamSpeak. Okay. I am indeed on TeamSpeak. Folks, it has been an honor, a privilege, and a blessing that I got to share the first drive of 2025 with you. And I really hope I'll be taking a lot of drives with you in 2025. But from my side, Merry Chrysler, Happy New Year, Happy 2025. Send my love to all the family and friends. And I shall see you tomorrow afternoon, folks. Bye for now. Good to see you.